Hi. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the channel. This is Color and Chat with Joanna, and I be Joanna. At least today I am. uh, Forgive the sniffling. I think I have a summer cold, or I'm trying to acclimate to my new environment. Either way. Okay. I thought we would do a little whip and chat because we haven't in a while. I got my happy washies from my beautiful Sylvia. Hey, Sil, how you doing today? Are you good, honey? Um, I often think about Sylvia because she really is. You know, when I was little, it's time to tell a story already. Are you ready? She goes, oh, God, damn, here she goes with another story. No. This is actually a pretty good story because when I was little, and now my phone's chirping, like, what would I talk to people this hour of the morning for? Kleenex everywhere. You know, I'm an old lady because I now carry a cardigan pocket full of Kleenex. And that's when you know you're in deep shit. It's there. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of pens. They're all, let's see if I can get a little light on the situation. Just for a moment. We have the pink pen, we have the purple pen, we have the teal pen, which teal is the funniest color to me. In the wedding world, nobody ever, anytime a bride would come into our office, yes, I was that girl. I actually had an office. And they would say, oh, I want my wedding all in teal. We'd say, right, I give this marriage 6 months, 3 if she cooks. So teal was never my favorite color, but when I saw the little teal flowers, wait a minute, am I in the frame? And then the purple ones went with them. I said I had to. These rotten children of mine are barking up a storm. But I always go back to Old Faithful. I love this pen. But the big multi-placer isn't going to work for me because we are not in a multi-placing world. What we are working on today, people, is dun, 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 dun. Here we go. The mask. The mask of love. And I mean, she's going to take a minute. So I have a lot of 3 placers because this is, yeah, she's one of those girls. Now, there are areas in here, you know, where I can go ahead and, just do a little bit of multi-placing, but most of it's going to be 2 and 3 at a time. So anyway, yes, I was talking to my mother. She comes to me in my dreams all the time. And my mother was noticing my little bookmark thing. It's not a thing, it's like a little, well, it's this. It's a magnet, okay? And it sits on a metal thing, and then you put a book in it, and you put the book cover in it, and it's Wonder Woman. Well, I saw it and I fell in love with it because my mother, I remember when I was little, and I used to always steal my brother's Superman um, toys, and not because it was a klepto or anything, because all kids are kleptos, right? But I liked it. I liked the whole Superman thing of it. I liked his power. And my mother, now back then, and I'm dating myself when I say this, but back then, they they talked about Superwoman and they made cartoons of her, but they didn't quite yet have a doll of Wonder Woman. So, my mother, that dear sweet Irish lady, where her brain went, sometimes I just never know. But I mean, smart, oh, so, so smart. My mother took one of my Barbies and cut the hair off and and hand sewed, by the way, stitched it onto a rubbery doll head. And then she got some of her makeup and her lipstick and she turned, well, let's put it this way. Superman was now trans. I'm not kidding. He was trans. Yeah, she said, here you go. If they're not going to, have the common decency to make you a lady superwoman, we shall make one ourselves. Oh my God, my brother. Oh, I had to hide from him for a week. And he was my little brother. Um, the point was my mother, me mom, me mom was only 33 when she could have been running the world, She could have been running the world. I mean, she was so smart and she would get so aggravated. The nuns, now, the nuns at our church, my father was terrified of those little angry women. He said, no way. They haven't had what comes natural to them in ever, if ever, and they're in a pretty bad mood about it, and I don't want to be around that. So, but my mother, she could take on a nun for lunch. I mean, she wasn't scared of nothing. She was like, you know what? Let me tell you something, okay? One day, and I'm telling you, one day, you're going to have a lady up there, and it won't even have to be a nun. It'll be a lady who could serve the good Lord communion. And, oh, I get to use my big boy. Hold on. This is an exciting moment. Oops. I did that wrong. Let me get a good one. Okay. Here we go. George says hello. Anyway, she said, and I'll tell you why. Because you're going to be running out of these stupid idiot priests. I mean, my mom had a mouth on her. There was no, if she loved you, she loved you. She would open a vein for you. Hell, she'd open it herself. But if she had issues with you, yeah, she had issues. And so it was really, really strange when, I guess it was about 12 years ago, maybe even longer. John and I were going to church against his will. Yeah. My husband, long-suffering husband, was so funny. He's like the worst Catholic you've ever seen. He's usually a mandatory Catholic, like mandatory holiday, and that's it. But every time we would walk up to the, forgive me, damn, I don't know what it is. Anyway, we would walk up to the church. He always stopped. And before he would open the door for me, I'd look at him and he'd just look up. Like, look up the beautiful arched doorway and look up to the steeple. And he was like, okay. And he did it every time. And I finally, I never really looked at it in that kind of way. I always kind of, okay, well, whatever. And after years of this, I finally said, every time we go to church, you look up. Like you look up at the sky for like a half a minute. And it's a little weird. And I said, what are you looking for? What do you do that for? He said, oh, I'm waiting for lightning to strike. He said, I just know eventually, the big guy's going to find out I'm showing up here. And he's going to torch this place like a match. And I was like, all this time I thought, you were saying a little prayer or maybe a note of gratitude, like, thank you, Lord, that I have somewhere to go, or, no, you're just waiting for that bolt. I'm not kidding. So, I definitely had a very strange childhood. And what was so fabulous about it is that my mother, even after she passed and had such a hard life, and oh, that cancer was mean to her. Some people, they get through it. My mom, no way. Hard, cold turkey. And, just, there was no mercy for her. But I said, son of a bitch, there's a thing going on, a program. They're shorthanded, and this was way before, like I said, this was years and years ago, But they're shorthanded, and if anybody would like to come to class and learn about serving the Eucharist, well, I was all over that. Honey. And I dragged long suffering with me. I was like, let's do it. And he goes, are you out of your freaking mind? He said, I really think you need to see a doctor. You have lost your mind. You think they're going to give you like a robe and a bunch of, I was like, why not? I look good in all that gold lame. He said, no. He said, have you lost your mind? You can't do this. You don't even know what they're saying half the time. And I was like, how hard is it? Body of Christ. Boom. Body of Christ. Boom. I said, look, we have to do it. We have to do it for my mother. We have to do it for Lillian. Lillian lived ahead of her life. She really did. And this light is bothering me. Hold on a minute. She has to leave. She's glary. If she's bothering me, she must be bothering you. Got a whole pen collection going on here. I like to wax a whole bunch of them up, and then when I run out, I re-wax. Anyway, I dragged him into it, kicking and screaming. He was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, please do it for me. And he was like, all right, well, if I don't like it, I'm not doing it again. I was like, well, you can hold the wine. You like wine, right? He was like, great. Now you want me to contribute to the delinquency of a minor by giving underage children wine. I was like, well, it's not like that. It's like holy wine. And I don't even know what the what the stuff has in it, Anyway. So, our first week up there, they called us up. We had to do all of our little class and, the transformation and everything. And I was like, no 8-year-old's going to understand this. I don't even know why we're trying to teach First Holy Communion to children so little. They're going to be like, huh? What? Anyway. When little children would approach you for Holy Communion and they were not confirmed yet, they would take their hands and put them over their chest, okay? And they would have their hands crossed over their chest, and you would just bless them on the head, You would say, blessings upon you, God bless you. Well, I knew half of these kids, okay, because I was a Sunday school teacher before I finally got paroled out of that hell. Anyway, there was this one kid, and he used to pick on David all the time. He was just this mean, pudgy little. He's probably just a big fat Trumper living in his mother's basement with a scanner right now. Who knows? But he was just a rotten little fucker. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just got to call a kid what it is. And he was just horrible. Anyway, he came up in my line and he had his little hands crossed over. And I looked at him and I said, so you want a blessing now? He said, yes. And I said, do you think you deserve a blessing? Do you know blessings are only for good children who don't beat on other children? My senior he's 4 feet away, and he stops serving communion to ease in, because he's the nosiest guy in the world. And the first time I invited him over for dinner, he went in my medicine cabinet to see what the hell was in there. And then, you know what I did? I put marbles in it. You ever do this? Put marbles in your medicine cabinet, and then right before you have a party or something, and then if somebody opens it, to sneak in and see all the marbles fall out everywhere. Anyway, so Monsignor was so cool. I love that guy. Anyway, he looked at me. He was like, just bless the damn child already. I was like, I was like, you're blessed, but you better earn it next week. I'm gonna see you next week. And his mother, and she was a piece of work too. I mean, talk about a peach. Nothing good came from her. Obviously, she produced that thing. Anyway, she was not happy about it. But, I didn't really care because I didn't like her anyway. So, but it was a real joy and a privilege to serve communion. And it wasn't something I didn't feel called to it. There was no light in the sky saying, my child, you are called to serve. It was just sort of like, it was like anything else I did at the church. I ironed linens, didn't need a magic call for that. Just get off your ass and do it sometimes. And that's what you need to do. But oh God, that little boy. Oh, what was his name? Oh, um, it began with a D. It was like Devano or Devana. Weird kid. Weird kid. All you can do is hope and pray that now something good did come of it because he stopped picking on David. And David said that my mom is really good friends with God, and if you don't quit picking on me, you're gonna get dead. You're gonna get dead, because he thought I had like some sort of special relation, like I had an in with the big guy, with JC. Anyway, that was my story. So, never say never, because things are changing by the moment, and you never know. You may find me, or I may find you in the communion line, which I don't do anymore. But, I think we all have seasons. We all have seasons when we do stuff and we don't do stuff and all of that. Anyway, I am going to try to listen to my poor Allie Wentworth book. Oh God, she's so funny. Because I need a little funny today. And then I gotta go to the doctor. Oh, but long suffering, guess what he did yesterday? You're not gonna believe it. Oh, he's so cool. He installed a new shower head with the big square rain shower, and it's got like the big square, and then halfway down it has one of those hand pumps. So yeah, my bathroom is starting to look like hello. I'll take a picture of it if I remember. Right now I have the memory and the follow through of a gnat. I swear to God. I have no clear thinking at all, because my sinuses have taken over what little brain cells I had left. Anyway, so have a great day. You're important to me. You're important to me. I tell you every day, you're important to me. And what do? You do nothing. Listen to me. You are important to me, and I insist I need you to do something nice for you today, okay? And say a good wish for me. I gotta go to the doctor. I'm sure it's just gonna be a bottle of antibiotics, and maybe go by Chick-fil-A and get some of their chicken soup and come home and try to act pitiful. I would love to get more of this done, but she's slow going. I'm just gonna try not to overthink it or overstress it. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Oh, bringing home the tree is coming. She's coming all the way from the UK. A great big fat no thank you to the people who owned it here and could have made $200 selling it, but you know, I wound up getting it for I think it was like 104 pounds plus shipping, so I saved money in the long run. You know, when you people do destashes and then you destash that item and then you don't respond, it ain't cool. It actually hurts my little tiny pitiful heart. You know? I'm like, if you're gonna sell this stupid piece of shit, then sell it to me. I mean, it's like, no, we're not going to sell it to you. You can't sit at our lunch table. We don't like you that much anyway. Well, you know what? I don't like you either. I don't like you either, so screw you. Anyway, point is, I got it, and long-suffering husband is the one who found it because he just went trolling on eBay. He was looking for some kind of Mets propaganda. I'm sorry, Mets apparel. Uh, because the New York Mets are having such a good year. He wanted something Metsy, and he found it for me. So he's a hero twice. So I'm gonna go take a shower in my beautiful rain shower. Oh, and I got one of those lovely little seats to put in the bath from bamboo. Remember? Remember? Saturday. If you watch Saturday Night Live, you will remember bamboo. African bamboo. Absolutely authentic African bamboo. Okay, I'll shut up about that. Have a great day. I love you. I'll see you in my next video. And drop me a line. Let me know you're out there. You're still alive. Love you guys. Bye.